welcome to the 30th Royal Victoria Marathon.
I've got a lot of athletes here, and I'd like all the elite athletes that are in attendance to please come up and join me on either side. So both defending champions, and the pictures are behind here, are returning. Steve Ozaduke is from Langley. He'll be coming in tonight. He has won the last 3 previous Royal Victoria Marathons. He holds the course record, 2:16:49. And he's out to better that record on Sunday. The defending champion also, and I hope she's here, I see Lucy's here, Cheryl Murphy. She has run a debut marathon of 2:40. The course record here is 2:42:32. She missed it by 28 seconds last year, and she's going to try and get that 29 seconds back this year. But also, if we move on to the men's side, the second seed in the marathon is Lamach Mazati from Kenya. He is the winner of the Grandma's Marathon in Minnesota. He also won the Montreal Marathon, and he boasts a 2:13 personal best time. The other top runners in the marathon, and 3 of them are here, are Willie Kimosop. Willie Kimosop is a Kenyan. He won the Times Columnist 10K this year. He also won the 56,000 strong Sun Run this year. Eric Chaponi, Hilary Chariot, Philip Samoy, also Kenyans. Philip and Hilary finished 1-2 in the Calgary Marathon and the Manitoba Marathon this year. And then we have some strong runners rounding out the top 10 from Portland, Jason Epham, and from Vancouver, Graham Wilson, and probably our top master, who is 46 years old. He's been running for 37 years. He has tremendous age class records. His name is Danny Gonzalez from Lake Oswego, Oregon. On the women's side, we've mentioned Cheryl Murphy. She'll be wearing bib number F1. The top 10 men will be M1 through 10. The top 10 women, F1 through 10. Second rank, and we're thrilled to have her here, multi-sport champion, 19-time Canadian champion in road running, cross-country, and duathlon and triathlon, Lucy Smith. Welcome. She hasn't run a marathon in many years, but has boasted a 2:44 personal best, and she could be the only person in British Columbia to win 3 provincial championships all in the same year. She holds the 8K title that she won at Pioneer in January. She also won the 5K title in Chemainus in June, and because the Royal Victoria Marathon is a BC championship sanctioned by BC Athletics, she'll be shooting for her 3rd title, and no male or female has ever done that in the province. Third-ranked female and also 3-time winner, running a 2:45 in Victoria, is Suzanne Evans from Westminster. And we are pleased to have some international caliber rounding out the top 5. Christina Gomez, and Christina is here. Where is she sitting? Right here, tucked in behind the Kenyans. She's from Spain. Right now she is living in Scotland, but she's here in Victoria for 3 months at the Pacific Forest Research Center for a bit of work, and we welcome her from Spain and currently from Scotland. And then the next 2 on the list are Rebecca Gallagher from Silverdale, Washington. She's been on the USA Olympic team. She has a 2:46 marathon. And the 6th place one, former Victorian and also a very good triathlete, currently living in Kelowna. She ran her first marathon last year in 2:50. It was the Okanagan Marathon, and she won it. Moving on to the half marathon, we are thrilled to have the course record holder, John Brown, right at the end of the list here. John is a 3-time winner of the half marathon. He's also won the Royal Victoria Marathon, and just 3 or 4 weeks ago he represented Canada and finished in 1:05 in the Great North Race. That's the largest half marathon in the world, 65,000 runners, and John was the top Canadian there in a great time of 1:05. Second ranked half marathoner is Michael Cashahun from Eugene, Oregon. He is Ethiopian. He grew up in Salem, but he is mainly a 5,000 meter runner with a time of 13:39. I believe he came 5th or 6th in the Scotiabank half marathon recently as well. We have Jim Finlayson here, former Royal Victoria Marathon winner. Jim will be running the half, and Jim is also a former Canadian marathon champion in Ottawa. So we welcome Jim. And Nixon Kiprotik. Nixon is here, and he is the Land's End Half Marathon winner. He boasts a 1:02 personal best time in the half marathon as well. So we welcome Nixon. And then rounding out the top 5, Chris Swanson is a local athlete that's been doing mountain running, cross-country road running. He'll be debuting at the half marathon distance, and he is expected to run in the 1:08 range. On the women's side, the course record is held by Lucy Smith, 1:16:11, which set the year before last. But I believe it's going to go down this year by someone that Lucy and John Brown have been coaching. Marilyn Arsenault, here in the blue, just ran a brilliant 34.5-minute 10K, a personal best by a sizable margin, and we're looking for 1:15 or even better from Marilyn on Sunday, and I'm sure that she'll have wings on her feet and have a great event. The second-ranked female in the half is last year's defending champion, Lindsay McLaren. She's back from Calgary, Alberta. And another former winner from Vancouver, Cindy O'Crane, is third-ranked. And a couple of a younger one, Chelsea Adzit Morris, was originally scheduled in the half. She's going to run the 8K now, but she's also part of Team Canada next weekend in Toronto in the 10K National Championships. Rounding out the top 5 women, again, Nancy Baxendale, our top master, has always been in the top group from Shawnigan Lake, and she'll be well up there, certainly in the masters field and overall in the half marathon. The 8K is also filled with some big stars. We have, 2 days ago, Simon Whitfield signed up for the 8K. We're very thrilled to have him here. He led the kids run. He's always a tough competitor. And I don't know if any of you had a chance to witness or see any photographs from the Basin Bay 5K race. Scott Simpson and Simon Whitfield ran shoulder to shoulder, and I was announcing at that end, and they came in just a sprint, and they were timed the identical time to the 100th of a second, and those two will be on the 8K Royal Victoria line. So third ranked is Matt Cloud from Victoria. He's a prominent local Victoria runner. And a prominent Vancouver runner, Jeff Reed, will be fifth ranked. And Willie Langet is here from Kenya. He was out for just a stroll at Land's End 10K. I'm sure he's going to be a force in the Royal Victoria 8K on Sunday. On the women's side, we have Rachel Roos. She's the defending champion, won it last year. Nancy Fedorik was a member of the select team last year. World champion Xterra, which is off-road bicycling, swimming, and running. Melanie McQuaid is in the field this year. Amy Sheenberg from Vancouver, and Nancy Teneri, again one of our top masters, and she was selected BC Athletics Master of the Year last year. Finish off by saying there's $20,000 in prize money available for the marathon, another $6,000 for the half marathon, totaling $26,000, including those course bonuses. And if we look at the growth, and if you saw the article in the Times Colonist last Sunday in the Monitor showing that there were 650 finishers in 1980, and there's maybe 12,000 finishers coming up in 30 years later, that we thought of 1980 as the year of simplicity. We had one motorcycle police officer, we had 100 volunteers, we had 600 finishers, we had manual form registration, we had manual results calculation, manual awards, and now we're looking at the year of complexity, where we have 40 motorcycle police officers, 6 cyclists that will be assisting the runners, a lead vehicle in there, 1,400 volunteers, 12,000 runners, computer chip running, computerized registration, and everything is the most modern features, and with what growth we have shown. I wish all the athletes here the very best of luck, and the sun was shining today, the sun's supposed to be shining on race day, and we wish all 12,000 the very best of luck.